said, today's gameplay is just going to be a bunch of topics. So this is why this video is just going to be a little bit longer than my other videos. So let's just get right into the topics. Now, before I get started with today's video, also, I don't know if you guys play Black Ops 3, but if you do, you guys know that the ICR is definitely the most underrated gun in the game. Me personally, I do enjoy the gun. I don't feel like it's the worst gun. I do feel like the HG40 is the worst gun. I'm gonna definitely try to get gameplay for that for you guys. But yeah, this personally, me, I do enjoy this gun. But as in for others, I definitely do feel like they overshadow it with like the M8 or the VMP. So definitely give this gun a try out. I definitely do run a rapid fire. I feel like that's definitely the best attachment to do to at least make the gun decent. So yeah, but let's get started with today's video. Now today's video, I have a bunch of topics that I want to talk about, but also get in touch with you guys. So definitely feel free to respond in the comments below and give your answers and your personal thoughts on these certain questions. Remember, there's no right or wrong, and definitely do not spread hate off of this. Just as my personal opinion. Excuse me. But yeah, for the first topic I want to talk about is going to be about, should DLC weapons be earned through supply drops, or should we do like a system where we can make them earn them through challenges? So I don't know if you guys played Infinite Warfare recently, but they recently added 2 new weapons, which is like 2 burst gun and a pistol. And what they did was they made it so you can earn them through supply drops, but you could also earn them by doing challenges like getting a certain amount of kills. And I definitely do feel like that's the first good movement Infinite Warfare has done so far, and definitely like I feel like other future Call of Duty should take example by that, just because this way it's less pay to win, and also it keeps everything basically almost fair. And I feel like other Call of Duties just did it for like money and stuff, and it made the game like not fun, and also like pretty unbalanced, just because if it was all based on luck, and also you had to pay money if you wanted to earn like a certain amount of supply, just or people didn't want to like grind the game, so they just spent money. So yeah, definitely other Call of Duty should take an example by that and make the weapons like you can earn them through challenges and gear and other stuff. As in for another question I wrote down is, will Call of Duty be more like Modern Warfare or Battlefield 1, the next Call of Duty? Now, I don't know if you guys have heard, but the next Call of Duty is going to be made by Sledgehammer, and they did say that they're going to be sticking back to the roots and making a boots on the ground game, but also the game is going to be like surrounded around like World at War type of stuff. And I definitely do feel like the game might be kind of like Modern Warfare, just because if you're making like a World at War type of game, the perks and the guns are basically going to be like old school stuff, and that's what we saw for Modern Warfare. But I also do feel like it's going to be like kind of basically like in between Battlefield and Call of Duty, old school type of Call of Duties. I definitely do feel like it isn't going to be like Battlefield 1. I do feel like the graphics will be, so that's something I am excited for, is the graphics. Like the Battlefield 1 graphics are really great on like PS4, but they're also great on Xbox. So yeah, definitely I am excited for it, but I do feel like it's going to be in between Battlefield 1 and Modern Warfare, just like kind of the same as it is Call of Duty, but it might be a little bit similar to Battlefield 1. As in for another question, what's going to happen to the specialist in Call of 2017? Now, as in for the specialist, they were based on like, they all had special type of abilities and special type of weapons, just because the game was like the past year the games were like futuristic. Now I do feel like they're going to continue with the specialist, just like a different type of like aspect, I can say, I guess. I don't feel like they're going to be adding like weapons type of stuff, but if I do feel like if they're going to add like weapons, I do feel like they're going to add a flamethrower. Like if you see on Black Ops 3, they have the Purifier and he has a flamethrower, so I do feel like they might do something like around that, and I don't know, or they might just remove them and just get away from that. But yeah, I definitely do feel like they're going to be adding them in the next Call of Duty. Now for another topic, now for another topic is, what does Infinite Warfare need to do to save the game? Now, like you guys heard, Infinite Warfare has been getting like a bunch of hate since it released, just because they did lie to us and they said that the game was going to be like boots on the ground, but they ended up making it like a jetpack game. So they was kind of misleading, and it did get the community pretty mad. So yeah, I definitely do feel like they need to listen to us as a community, not only Infinite Warfare, but like future Call of Duties, just because since a bunch of people do play the game and they've played it like for a pretty long time, they know what's like a good Call of Duty and what's not a good Call of Duty, and what things should be added to make it good and what things shouldn't be added to make it bad. So yeah, definitely future companies should listen to us, just because we are the ones that play the game and are the ones that like pay for it. So yeah, and another thing that Infinite Warfare should do is to save the game is continue, if they continue releasing DLC guns, definitely make it so we can earn them like through challenges. I feel like that's a thing that makes the game at least a little bit at least decent. And the game, they did add new prestiges, so also I feel like they're not gonna add any more prestiges after that. So definitely the game became at least a little bit more vivid and usable. And yeah, definitely continue doing the challenges. And another thing I do feel like is they should add like a game mode where they do like the time to kill is like type of like Black Ops 3, just to see what it is like. Continue doing the jetpacking games, since the Infinite Warfare is kind of like a basic copy and paste of Black Ops 3, just worse. So yeah, definitely I feel like they should do like a mode where it does the time to kill is just like Black Ops 3, and see if the community likes it or not. And definitely that should be a game mode they should do, and if the people do like it, they should just continue like sticking with it and just like adding it on as a natural game mode. But yeah, definitely that should be something that they should add. And as in for Modern Warfare, I do feel like the game should add like a type of resistance to equipment. Like if you guys play Modern Warfare, they don't have any like tactical resistance or blast or flag jacket or anything like that. So basically you're just going to be dying by grenades almost all the time, and also being concussioned by like the stunts and stuff. So definitely they should add that, at least just so people don't die by like, at least you have a chance to survive at least the equipment like they did for every other Call of Duty. So yeah, definitely do add that if they want to add it on for the near future. As in for another topic, this is something I did like, I don't know if you guys, what's your favorite game mode, as in for like if you guys enjoy zombies, or if you guys enjoy like Call of Duty Ghost Extinction. And this question is, what mode should Call of Duty add on to next year? I definitely do feel like they're going to continue with the zombies type of aspect, but I definitely would like to see like a different type of game mode, like maybe aliens or something like that. Just because we have seen zombies and it is like the most popular, but also I feel like it's just getting repetitive, just getting zombies, and zombies. And definitely they should add like at least like a different type of game mode, just to make the game at least a little bit more fun. Something I would like to see is like I said, aliens. I did enjoy Call of Duty Extinction. That was like maybe my favorite mode. Me personally, that was my favorite mode. I do feel like it's better than zombies, just because zombies, basically, it is kind of, there is Easter eggs, but I feel like zombies Extinction, I mean Call of Duty Extinction was just like you had to do like a certain task, and it basically, if you didn't have to go for high rounds, you could just do, there was a mission basically, and I do enjoy that. So I do like an objective to do, just because not everybody knows how to do the Easter eggs or are good at it, and I feel like Extinction did make it so where people could at least do it. It was pretty manageable. So yeah, definitely that's something I would like to see. Now this question right here is kind of like a Call of Duty rant, these questions right here. And I didn't want to make the video into like a Call of Duty rant, I just wanted to do like kind of like a Q&A, but these are questions that I've been thinking about recently, and I put this as in for a good question. I said, what's better, boots on the ground and exos? And me personally, I do feel like boots on the ground is definitely better, but I definitely don't feel like exos are as bad as people say it is. Just because, I don't know if you guys, when Advanced Warfare came out, people were like all really excited just because there was like a new movement, something new to Call of Duty instead of just like normal head-on-head combat. And I definitely do feel like Advanced Warfare did go a little bit overboard, just because you could get like mad high and use the jetpacking. Like it was pretty overpowered if you didn't have like a good sensitivity, or if you didn't have like good reaction time or something. So it did give certain type of players a disadvantage, just because if you didn't understand how to use the movement, then you were pretty kind of basically screwed. So yeah, I definitely do feel like boots on the ground is better, but also I do feel like jetpacking games is pretty fun. Like Black Ops 3 did dial it down so we could like just use like a certain amount of boost and limit it. So I definitely do feel like we should continue it like in the near future. I do feel like we're going to be sticking to boots on the ground for like the next maybe 3 years or so. But yeah, if they want to continue it, I definitely do feel like they should continue doing it. It was definitely a good addition. Me personally, I thought it was pretty fun, and it just opened Call of Duty to a new certain type of area. So yeah, who knows what we could get in the near future. Maybe we might get hovering or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, definitely they should continue doing it. As in for another topic, should they continue doing remastered games, or should we just get away with it like it was a one and done deal type of thing? I definitely do feel like remaster games are pretty fun just because we basically get 2 Call of Duties in 1 year. So that is something definitely new. But I feel like they shouldn't focus mainly on the remaster game. They should mainly focus on the new Call of Duty at hand, just because the remaster game is basically like just adding better graphics. But I don't know if you guys heard, but I read this on an article, so I don't know if this is true or not. But I heard they think like basically like about I don't know, like almost a year and a half on the campaign, and then the rest of the years they've spent like on zombies and remastered and multiplayer. Like when the game released, Infinite Warfare, they didn't have leaderboards and they didn't have emblem editor, which is something that isn't needed for the game, but it definitely is something like fun to go for if you want to be like #1 on leaderboard. So the game was pretty unfinished when it released, and I feel like they should, if they do remaster games, they should do it until the end, but also they should make it where you can buy it separately, because for Infinite Warfare Remastered, you were forced to buy Infinite Warfare if you wanted to play Remastered. So definitely they should sell it separately, like for basically $20. Basically, because it is an old Call of Duty and it isn't pretty new. It just has new graphics. So yeah, definitely add it on like a separate edition instead of forcing you to buy a game you don't want to pay for just to get a game you want to pay for. So yeah. And as in for the last topic, I put down. Oh, let me find it. My favorite Call of Duty was basically my favorite Call of Duty was basically I think Call of Duty Ghosts was a pretty fun game. So yeah, definitely that is my favorite Call of Duty. Just because the game to me seemed pretty balanced, as in for the weapons, all of them were pretty viable. You could use the Honey Badger, you could use the Remington, as in for some machine guns, you could use the Vector or the MTAR. So there wasn't just like one good assault rifle and one good SMG. Basically all the guns were pretty usable. And as in for a problem that I did have with it, were just like 2 minimal ones, was the score streaks. They weren't the best basically. And as in for the UAVs, like I understand they had an idea, but it wasn't the best, so I didn't enjoy like the little radar thing, like the SATCOM. And for the maps, that was also a big problem, is the maps were a little bit too big, just because it was the boots on the ground game. I feel like if they did like a jetpack game, they should have added those type of maps to the jetpacking game, just because the movement was so much more advanced. But for Ghost, there was only like 5 usable maps, and yeah. But that was the only 2 problems. As in for everything else, I did enjoy the Call of Duty. But that's all for today's video, guys. I just wanted to do like a little type of Call of Duty type of topic, and then just wanted to add my voice, like a little commentary instead of just gameplay. So yeah, definitely leave in the comments what are your guys' thoughts these certain type of questions. Feel free, definitely express yourself, and definitely like and comment and share this video. Share this video so at least somebody watches this and makes an impact. And definitely turn on your notifications so when I post videos. But yeah, that's all, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm out. Peace.